two men. One named Rich. That's me.
This is Jermaine. Just got off the toilet.
He's a foul man. This is the X's nose of life.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm not in love with the music.
So you were supposed to play it during the intro? I thought you was gonna play it like either before the intro or after the intro, not coinciding together.
Well, look, fucking things happen, all right?
All right.
But you're right, though. I probably should have had that go, and then that's the lead. Yeah. Fuck them. It's fine. Nobody listens to us anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I seen that last episode had 32 views. I'm like, wow.
I know.
And you said that was there in a couple days, like a day or two. Wow.
Yeah. That kind of lit up real quick. It was nice.
Yeah, I was going through some of those right before we got on. I got on the channel and I was looking at how many views. And there was some episodes that I thought we poured everything into those. It'd be like 5 views. And then episodes that I was just like, we didn't do too much. It was like 70 views. I'm like, okay. Well, Death by Inflation. I think that's our highest one.
Yep. Death by Inflation.
Views.
Yep.
I was like, man, that's pretty decent. Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's one of those things that's the life of YouTube. I think once we get past our year, because I'm just trying to make more and more connections and, get our names out there more and more. I think, 30 views in a few days is going to be, child's play, in the grand scheme of life. I mean, from a YouTube perspective, we're like, what, 5 months in, 6 months in, something like that?
Yeah. I see you got all the audio ones on that channel too as well. I see you uploaded all of those.
Did I?
That's what it said. It said it's from X's and O's. Like if you go down, it starts with I don't know about the first one because they said the first one was only 32 seconds, so that can't be right.
Yeah, no, that was a oops.
Each one after that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I thought you meant like the audio versions of the video ones. Yeah. Yeah, put all those on there. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because I wanted our whole library on there, you know what I mean? Like I wanted everyone.
Yeah, I haven't seen the ones that you did with Tiff, and then the ones you did with the guests. The one guest you had on there, y'all had he said 100 and something views. I'm like, he must have had a bunch of people following him, or something.
Which one was it?
It was a guy with long hair. He looks like a
the AI betting guy. Yeah, the dude that does the AI betting.
That was the most views. I was like 178 views. I was like, man, he got quite a following because
God knows we don't.
like you said, we're doing okay.
No, we're doing more than okay. Like we're almost at 2,200 views on YouTube, and I don't even check the Spreaker anymore because I don't give a shit about audio only.
Yeah.
I mean it's there, but we're maybe 3-4 downloads a week. No one's paying attention to that. Like I've driven that point home where I'm like,
the audio is equatable to, you got movies of stories, and then the audio would be the book version. Like there's only a couple people out there still reading the books. Everybody waits for the show to come out or for the movie to come out. So, you got dedicated people that love, just listening to audio, but most people, they want to.
And it's actually pretty funny because the podcasts I listen to, I have, I'm subbed on Apple. So I'm actually, I'm the guy that's partaking in their audio only numbers. So yeah, I think though, because what we do, you kind of need the video, right? Because we're so kind of expressive. So it's not like we're just reading something where you could just kind of chuck it on Apple Podcasts and just be done with it. Like it's something you want to kind of, I don't know, see I don't know. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, it's just got to be visual. I mean, and like I commend you for forcing me and making sure I get up with the times. Because at first I didn't want. I was, you see this ugly mug, but yeah, it
You
makes
didn't
a
see the
ton of
value in it. That's what it was. You didn't see the value in it, and
it
I
makes a ton
initially
of sense.
either did I. I was like,
Yeah.
what would matter? I listen
The
to my
only
stuff
thing
this
that
other
I'm
way.
pulling up to listen to and listen to only would be like some music, and if this isn't music, so yeah,
Right,
I mean, you got to have the mannerisms and I talk with my hands, and you do you as well. I mean, like we both,
right. We're fucking
too
cartoon
much.
characters.
It's too much animation and too much charisma and all of that to just let it just left to the imagination of the listener. They would be
Well,
able to see it too.
where I screwed up, and I'm sitting here thinking, well, I listen to my podcast on Apple Music. It's fine. Everyone does that. I'm like, hey, it's not about you, there, friend. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. There's other people around here that we want to listen, not just us. Yeah, got it. All right, good. So, yeah, and I got some pushing on my end here too to do the video, and seemingly it makes sense. All right. Anywho, um, uh, seemingly we're actually, this whole staggered approach we're doing with one on, one off, one on, one off about the would you rather. It seems to be working. Getting some comments, things like that, people partaking, and I like it. So this is a week where we actually have a subject and a draft as well. So the subject, just like anytime I pick something, it's usually revolving around being angry. So this is a ration or all right. I don't know how to word it really. It's either irrational things that make you angry or things that make you irrationally angry. I think the latter is probably more where I'm going for. So it doesn't
So
have to be
angry, you lose rationality. You're so angry that you just lose control.
well, yeah, it's kind of one of these things where something that seemingly should not make you as angry as it does, that's kind of what I'm looking for, right? So I guess the act can be irrational also, but more your response to it is pretty irrational because it's really not that big of a deal. But so call it like pet peeves part 2, but pet peeve part 2 that drives you fucking nuts and you're ready to take someone out. And
Yeah, I think that's probably a better description. Pet peeves, because some people don't get as mad as you do about something. So it would be sort of your pet peeve, but pet peeve is kind of a light word to use.
right, that's what I'm saying. This is like pet peeve on steroids. Like this is pet
Yeah, this is
because
like
a pet peeve is more of like an annoyance. This is one of these
yeah.
things that are like I guess you make that mountain out of a molehill is probably the good way to put it.
Like
So
when people say pet peeve, I think of, like you said, small annoyances that almost kind of describe you as OCD like, because it ain't in your category or something that you want to happen. No, this is pet peeves on crack. So this is like,
yeah,
I will beat you the fuck up over this.
yes, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna lead in here. So I will describe said situation and a few of my reactions I've had. So you know what our parking situation is and where we park, pretty much smack dab in in front of the house. If somebody takes our spot, I am ready to fucking murder somebody. And like I am visibly furious. Like I have to the point stood out in the porch and stared somebody down. Like they had the audacity to park in a spot which they had no idea somebody parked there. And I'm like, you didn't fucking see the sign that's not there? What the fuck? And, Like I've gone outside and said, "Can you not park like a dickhead, please? Thanks." Um,
I mean, have you ever like went as far as to like put your hands out like that's mine. I live here, that type shit.
no, because I don't think I'd let myself get to that point. I would just jump over that step and just start like I've gotten very close to writing a nice little post-it and putting it on their window. Um, yeah, and in the grand scheme of life, it is not that big of a deal because you really got to realize, like, now there are certain people that will kind of, it seems like consciously do it. So I'm very loud about it. The next time I see them, I pretend to have a conversation with somebody, and I'm like, "Yeah, the fucking cunt that keeps parking on our fucking spot. You know, he has a spot up there. He's a fucking dickhead." But I'm saying it loud enough so people can hear it.
Yeah,
Uh,
not talking to the person, but talking in the air at the person. So it's an
right,
indirect talk.
right. Because at that point, when I see him, I see red, and if I actually address them, I'm gonna choke them. And it is such a ridiculous thing because it's not like she has to go out of her way to park somewhere, or I have to go out of the way to park somewhere. It's like a spot down or something like that. But it's like almost, I don't know. I don't get it, but I lose my skull over it. It is such a dumb thing.
So you allow that to get to you like that? Wow.
Oh yeah. Like and it'll have me fired up for about an hour or two. Like I won't even let it go.
Oh man, you taking that to a new height.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So you're asking me to come up with something that's
I mean, do you have something like that? I mean, is there something
no,
where you can
I
like
mean,
in hindsight you look at it, you're like, yeah, that's a little extreme.
well, I mean, we talked about it before we even got on camera. Just someone that doesn't like you, they've made it clear through so many experiences, and you don't like them. The feeling is mutual. And for them, with their passive aggressive either emails or quotes or chats, teams, messages, when you know damn well I don't like you and you don't like me, but you send a message or a email with a smile emoji or a exclamation point like have a great weekend, and it's like you don't want me to have a great weekend because I don't want you to have a great weekend. I fucking hate you, and you know I do, and you know you hate me. So let's not pretend and dance around the bush and sit there and I mean, there's a way to remain cordial and professional with each other because you have to work together, but don't. It's almost like like I said, it's almost like a semi jab. It's like, are you taking a shot at me? Like it's almost like it's like an indirect jab to me. It's almost like you're doing it just to get under my skin a little bit deeper. And it's like, hey, let's I guess the quote is let's bygones be bygones. Let's continue to hate each other because there ain't no mending that relationship or whatever we call that cohabitants, and let's just let spades be spades. Like stop trying to paint a different picture. Like passive aggressive, just people, co-workers, in any situation where you might even have some in your family. If you have a wife or a sister or a sister-in-law or a mother, like there's could be somebody in that relationship that pretends to act like y'all are friends or y'all or get along, and y'all know y'all don't. Like, I don't know. That shit bothers me. It's like, I don't know. I'm not the realest man in the world, but I'm not fake. I tell you that. About as real as
I
they
don't know.
come.
I don't know how irrational that is though. Like that's like a super normal response, though, but I completely get it. If it's, I, maybe,
I mean,
maybe,
in a meeting setting or something, and you're around your boss or something
yeah.
like that, and she
No,
gives
I'm
that look
saying
like,
you. No,
no,
I'm saying your response. I feel like your response isn't really irrational. It's kind of how it should be. But I get it.
no, but some people that don't like each other, I've seen them play that fake game. I mean, around your boss, you might they might give you a look like play nice, and then But I've seen two people engage with each other that don't like each other, and they've made it clear, but they play the song and dance. It's almost like they dance around the fact that they hate each other, and they play up the fakeness. I can't hold that type of face for too long. I mean, I'm too real of a person. Like if I don't like you, you gonna know it. Like I'm not one of them people that's gonna hide my emotion towards you. It's just you're gonna know that either I just completely put you in a box and don't even speak to you at all, or you're gonna know that you better come to me with on eggshells because we don't have a good history. We really don't. But some people play that game, that fake game, like, oh yeah, oh you're so funny, and no, you're not. Mm-mm.
No, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Another irrational thing. Okay. We've already been over this, but I'm gonna go ahead and dive in. So, if I'm at a restaurant and your simple ass walks up to me, "Hey, is everything good?" Fuck off.
I know you said you hate that.
Leave me the fuck alone. If I had a problem, I'd come to you and tell you. Did I reach out to you? No, I didn't. Go the fuck away. Go the fuck away.
So you don't consider that part of being good customer service or good waitressing is for someone to come over and say, "Is everything okay?" And
if they allow pistol whipping, then fine. I will graciously accept your stupid ass question with a
let's
pistol
suppose
whip.
you're out eating at a said restaurant and your drink is getting low.
Okay, that's fine. So that my okay. Let me. All right.
I'm about to say you got to clarify. It's like if I don't get a waitress that comes and asks, like I want them to keep checking because I might be filling those strawberry lemonades that day, and I want 2 or 3 of them. So if you go serve me my food and then disappear and go smoke out back or sit, I'm pissed. I'm like, where the fuck is that lady at?
No. So I'm talking about the literal question of, oh, is that good? Is that food good?
Okay. Yeah, that typically comes from like a manager. That's not even your server. It should be like a manager walking around and they come up to you and it's like they're doing like a room check. And I've noticed being black and being black in certain restaurants where it's majority white, I get that manager almost every time because they're expecting me to act some crazy ghetto type way, and I'm not. And I remain professional, but they come over, those managers come over to me almost every time I'm in such that setting. And they say, "Is everything okay? Is your food cooked too?" Such. And they think I got, Martin Luther King and the NAACP out in the parking lot waiting on some shit to happen. And it's like, no, I just really came out to have a meal. I understand that I'm in an all predominantly white area, but I didn't come here to start no shit.
I don't know. I just think the question is so fucking stupid to me and it irritates me because my grandma used to ask me the same damn thing. Oh, is it good? Yes, it's fucking fine. Okay.
He just really don't like people to ask. But you do want the waitress to come over and check and see.
Yeah, like that's fine. But don't ask me a dumbass question. Is the food good, bitch? Am I eating it? Yeah, I am. Fuck out of my
face. He said, "Am I eating it or what?"
Right, like go earn your $3 an hour somewhere else. Leave me the fuck alone.
Now, see, I hate that question if I go into a store. If I walk into a department store or a clothing store or
Well,
shoe store,
they shouldn't ask you how your food is if you're at a clothing store.
no, I'm not saying the food. I'm talking about when they
I
walk
know.
right up to you before you even can even scan the motherfucking place. Can I help you with anything? Can I help you shop with them? It's like, can I look first? Like, I mean, and then that to me, that's a reverse thought of what you think I'm just gonna come in here and start stealing shit off the rack? Like, dang, give me a chance to be a
Yes.
criminal.
Yeah. Let you earn it. I
Yeah.
can't say I appreciate that. No, I always thought it was such a dumb, redundant question. It's like, I will let you know if this is fucked up, or if you see this not being touched. And that's generally a good time to ask that question. If you walk by and I have like literally like a slab of meatloaf on my cheek, I'm pretty sure the shit's fucking. I'm happy about it. Like, it just seems like such a dumbass question.
On my cheek.
Fucking irritates me. Once again, irrational, fucking angry thingies.
Oh man, yeah, I'm still here. Irrational things that, or pet peeves on crack. Mm.
I'm also a lunatic, so keep in mind, like, you don't have to stay at my pace. Like, I could rattle this off all day.
Yeah, you can keep going, man. I'm on a tilt here. I thought that when you texted me earlier and said that, our subjects tonight, I thought, you had some stuff loaded up and we was just going to discuss it. I didn't know I had to come in here and think of some irrational stuff because, only the main thing that gets me is that passive aggressive thing. I'm trying to.
Well, that's the thing. I'd rather you shoot from the hip than like have to, because it should be something that's on the quote unquote forefront of your mind, right?
Mm.
Like, if you have to like sit down and like really drill down and think about it, then it's probably not really worth speaking about, because it's not really that big of a deal.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, just in my job now, understand that I'm in a management position and in a leadership position, and people are going to ask questions, but
stupid questions.
It doesn't even matter. No question's a stupid question. Of course, I'm gonna say that. That's
a fucking lie.
The answer. No, but my thing is the repeat of the question. It's like if I tell you the answer to something once, I'll even give you twice. But if you keep asking that same question after 2 or 3 times, I am ready to snap. I'm screaming at my computer. Like we have a system where, we're using like the Teams or the chats, and, everyone's in this big group chat. And when you have a question, because everybody's working remotely, there is no put your hand up or come over to my desk because everyone's working remotely. So the main platform is Teams. So, and when these questions get asked about, can I do this? Can I do that? When I see the same question gets asked by the same person more than 2 times, I lose my shit. I really do. I scream and holler and sometimes the person I ask a question in the chat, it saves everybody's responses. It could be somebody else that asked the same exact question maybe 5 questions ago, and they didn't learn from that either. They asked the same exact question. It's like, what did I just say to that motherfucker 5 questions ago? Like, I scream at that computer. I was doing it today. I was like, what the fuck? I shouldn't get that mad, but it's not like I said, the questions it's not about the question being dumb, but there are some dumb ones out there. It's about, if you ask that shit more than 2 times, I'm not the greatest retainer of information. I'm not a genius or a rocket scientist, but most of the time, if you tell me how to do something once, I might stumble the second time, but after that, I got it. And it's in here, and it's stored, and next time that situation come up, guess what? I'm gonna apply that answer. Like, some people just, they hear stuff and just they don't retain the information, or I don't understand it.
It's funny you bring that up because my final little tidbit, and if you have another one after that, cool. If not, we'll go to the draft. But it's repeating myself like in real time. It drives me fucking bonkers. I don't get why. It's, hey, what's going on? Not much, man. What'd you do this weekend? Oh, I went to the bar. Oh, what'd you do? I went to the bar, motherfucker.
That's along the same lines of repeat. Like,
I don't get it because it's such an inconsequential thing, but just having to repeat it right after I did it because for whatever reason it triggers like a PTSD fucking Vietnam flashback for me. I'm like, how dare you ask me to fucking respond again to the thing? Why don't you listen? Like, it's not even like I don't even have a conscious thought. I am so inconvenienced at that point in time to repeat myself. I lose my shit. It is so dumb.
Man. Repetition, we both right there as far as questions, and then like you said, just repeating yourself, even if it's not a question, just a statement. But
anything.
One last thing that I can think of that I know it drove me crazy at said job is people, not people that make fun of themselves, but people that laugh at themselves when the shit is not funny. Like, let's suppose you say, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, guess what I did? I slammed my arm in the door, and they crack up. It's like, that's not funny. Why are you laughing? Like people that make that laugh at their mishaps, and then they try to just not funny people, just people that make those stupid snare drum type of jokes.
Okay,
and they think they're funny, and you got people that encourage them to keep going, and then they keep going with the non funny quips and snare drum. I can't. It has to be genuinely be funny for me to crack. I mean, I'm not gonna laugh at some shit that's just not funny. I'm just right. I mean, I might get a or you can tell it's fake.
Could you never make that noise again? That was very creepy.
That sounded like Psycho sounded like a sick wildebeest, like, like that shit is not funny, man. Yeah. I mean, I laugh at genuinely funny shit or shit that's funny to me. Like, I mean, everything I laugh at, it ain't supposed to be funny, but sometimes it turns out being. I mean, I'm sitting there. Yes, it does. I was just watching a show the other night, and this lady got her ass walloped to the ground, and it was supposed to be a sad scene, but it was funny as shit to me.
That's fair. Look, I saw some shit. I sent it to Tiff. It showed a monkey jumping out of a tree. It was like had to have been like 50 feet. This monkey jumped and swan dived basically onto the ground, landed, and fucking just laid flat. And this guy came up to see if the monkey was okay. He flicked its dick and it got up and ran away. I'm like, what the fuck?
How does getting impaled get you hard? Well, he got hard off the getting smacked to the ground.
Dude, it was like a fucking. It was like the resuscitate. Oh, what the fuck are they called? The little resuscitator things at the hospital. Just kind of like
the clear.
Yeah, clear. It just flicked him in the dick, and he was like, "Hello." What the fuck? You just jumped 50 feet trying to fucking off yourself, and you're like, "Nah, I'm fine. Just flick me in the dick, I'll be good." It was like his on-off switch. It was fucking weird.
He said, "I'm fine."
It was the weird, and here's the thing: he flicked the monkey in the dick, and the monkey got up and looked at him. And was like, "The fuck?" Like at that point, you're in a weird impasse. Like, motherfucker, I just saw you jump 50 feet and just like didn't even brace yourself, just fucking belly flopped onto like a dirt road. And I came over to see if you're okay. Now, admittingly so, I probably shouldn't have flicked you in the dick, but look, mistakes were made. It was a traumatic experience for us both. I didn't know what to do. But you can't look at me, monkey, because I flicked you in the dick and look at me like I did something wrong. You just tried. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could have had. I probably could have done something else, but it fucking worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
There
Got
you
you
go.
up. Got you up. Instead of shaking you.
Right. I could have shook you, but I just flicked you in the dick, and you're like, "The fuck did he?" Well,
Like you said, that
he's gonna
worked.
go home to his monkey family, be like, Jesus Christ! I was trying to jump, and this fucking human came over and flicked me in the dick, and Nancy Monkey's like, "The fuck he did what?" I don't fucking know. He flicked me in the dick, and then I don't know what's for dinner. I don't know.
he gonna be saying his prayers and be thanking like, and thank you for the guy that flicked me in the dick, like, because he saved his life to
He's
bring
gonna
him back.
take his little monkey shower 3 days from now and be like, "The fuck did he flick me in the dick for?" Like he's gonna be having this conversation in the shower, like, the fuck? Why wouldn't he done anything else but flick me? Like that was his first move. It wasn't even like the third or fourth on the depth chart. That was his number one move.
That is kind of crazy though.
It's fucking weird.
That was his first go-to. Oh shit!
And like the monkey was perfectly fine. I mean, other than getting your dick flicked, whatever. But
no, he probably wasn't fine. That motherfucker got some internal bleeding. He just got up and rolled out though.
that's fair.
He was like, "Yeah." I'm like, that shit hurts, but let me get home.
Right, but now I'm like angry because you flicked me in the dick, and I'm like, oh, I'm having an internal issue here because I'm literally having an internal issue. But you flicked me in the dick, so I gotta you gotta respect me here because you don't flick another. I don't. You don't flick anybody in the dick, first of all. But especially interspecies, that's crossing some kind of fucking line somewhere. There is some bylaws somewhere.
That dude must have been curious, yeah, because there's no manual that says the best way to resuscitate an animal is to
flick him in the dick.
Yeah, what? Like what was that man thinking? He must have been on some crazy. Like he was thinking like he's dead. Might as well flick it. I don't know. Like what? How did that become? How was that his first go-to? That's just crazy.
And I'm wondering. Here's the other question that just comes up: has that worked for him in the past? Is that why that was his number one?
That's a good one.
Is he a serial dick flicker?
He said dick flicker. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna step out on a limb and doubt that was his first time flicking.
Me either.
Anything with dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't his first rodeo.
Does he have like a checklist and shit? He's just like, all right, there's a macaw, there's fucking a chimp. I got a fucking sloth on here too. That was a crazy Saturday.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Just
what? Yeah.
It's like animal jackass. That's what it is.
All right.
All right. So the draft, and it's a super interesting thing, and I saw this on Twitter, and it wasn't a draft, but it was like a thread. And I was like, oh, that's fun. So I can't even take credit for it. I don't know whose idea it was. Fuck them. I don't care. But I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I want to do it. It could be fun. So this is going to be a draft of movie quotes that if you add "you piece of shit" at the end of it, it makes it better, funnier, more impactful, whatever you want to do with it, that's fine. But I found a few that made me giggle, and I don't know. it spans the globe of everything being completely inappropriate or like no, that really drives the point home, and it's I don't know, it's funny to me, and that's all that matters.
I know. For me, I mean, when I seen you put that in there, I was like, man, some of my quotes, it goes right with it. It, like you said, it makes it almost stronger.
Yep. Well, oh, where'd he go? Oh, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
So, how many do you have? Because I have one, two. I actually have 6. So,
I only got like 2 or 3 off my head, but I'll think of some as it comes on. I mean, there's so many movies out there, golly.
okay. Well, you started off.
All right. First one. Say hello to my little friend. And what'd you say? What was the thing you had to add? I don't give a shit.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit. So Scarface, say hello to my little friend. You piece of shit. That goes hand in hand.
Yeah, it's on brand. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. My first one is very, very long.
Damn.
Yeah.
You
So I
did
had to write it.
whole movie scenes.
Listen, fucking monologue and shit.
I know. He got a fucking script and shit.
I legitimately do a little bit. All right. But what I have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. You piece of shit.
That works. That's from Taken.
That is from Taken.
He said I have a specific skill set.
Yes.
He said that I have acquired. Wow, you had all the words down.
Because I legitimately I looked that shit up. Don't give me credit. But
You piece of shit.
yeah, I'm just like, it fucking works.
All right, my next quote. I'm your Huckleberry. That's just my game, you piece of shit. That fits and that works.
Yeah.
Man,
What's that?
That's from Tombstone. The movie, oh man, that is legendary. I'm your Huckleberry. The dude is looking for a fight. He's like, I'm your Huckleberry. That's just
my So from super serious to super silly. Oh God. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad, you piece of shit.
What was that on?
That's from Elf. That's from Elf, and you know, Buddy is Buddy the Elf. So it's not Buddy like Friendo. It's like, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad, you piece of shit.
Now that's funny because it's like that doesn't go. It's almost like you send them. They're trying to be sentimental, and then you ended out with you piece of shit. I never even seen the whole movie of Elf. I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, that's really the crux of it. Just watch bits and pieces of it. It's not really.
I never engaged in the whole thing. One other movie quote. Me so horny.
Oh.
Me love you long time, you piece of shit. Had to go Full Metal Jacket. Me so horny. Me love you long time.
What a good fucking movie. Golly. All right. English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? You piece of shit.
Get Pulp Fiction,
Yep.
Samuel L. English, motherfucker. Oh man, I can't believe I got the Pulp Fiction in there. That shit is legendary.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let me think. This dude's addressing the whole crowd, and he's like trying to instill all his faith. He's like, "Today, we claim our Independence Day."
Oh shit!
Pieces of shit.
All right.
Oh man, like that speech that he got everybody all revved up to fight the aliens. Can you imagine if he came across with, "Today is our Independence Day, you pieces of shit."
So I'm gonna go in the realm of this works perfectly and probably should have been in the movie anyway. Bye, Felicia. You piece of shit.
Yeah. That fits hand in glove right there.
Yep.
Bye, Felicia.
Yep.
You piece of
And
shit.
if you don't know what that's from, then just click off the podcast right now because I don't want to.
He said, "Clear it off right now and be done."
Yeah. Think about what you didn't do in your life.
You know me. Always got to get a Chappelle in there.
Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You cool. Fuck you. I'm out, you piece of shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
That fits in half baked.
Yeah.
Cool.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I need to maybe rehash that.
Me too. I think I do too. I gotta, cause I done the shows. Like I told you, remember when I first moved there, I ain't had no cable, so I done caught up on all the shows. Like I done caught up on all of the Netflix specials and stuff. I haven't watched Half Baked in a long time. Yep. You said
it's a good one.
Twain is delicious.
All right. So I'm gonna go with "You shall not pass, you piece of shit."
What was it? You shall not pass come from?
That fucking Lord of the Rings shit.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
I've only watched bits and pieces of those. I've never watched all of those from beginning to end either. Even those epic movies, and I heard the books are excellent. I never sat down and watched the Lord of the Rings saga.
You gotta fucking invest like hours into that to like, yeah.
Yeah, I never sat down and did it. I remember I was the same way with Star Wars, and during the COVID-19. Caught me up on a lot of shit. Like I went into Star Wars. I started from the beginning, and now I'm like hooked to it, But I stayed away from the Star Wars saga, but it's good. It is good. I wanted something like a cartoon or something that would just make it sound crazy. Oh, some like Lion King, like Mufasa was like, "Everything the light touches is yours, you piece of shit."
There you go. Okay. Last one I had wrote down was it's funny because I thought you were about to do it. May the force be with you, you piece of shit.
Oh, may the force be with you, you piece of shit.
Because at that point you're like,
what?
Okay.
Like that's how you feel about me?
Like I don't want the force then.
Mm.
But you are right, though. I initially, because you text me, you're like, you're gonna be all tilted up. I'm like, no, I'm not, because I'm on fucking Google, bitch. I'm finding quotes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what makes me giggle the most? It's like, there we go.
I got one last one. You probably never seen Color Purple, but those people out there that have seen it, they know what I'm talking about. I'm Poe, black. Hey, I might even be ugly, but dear God, I'm here. I'm here. You pieces of shit. I can't even imagine if she turned around and said that to the rest of the crowd. Like, you pieces of shit, I'm here. But yeah, in Color Purple, that is definitely a famous quote.
Oh no. Hold on here. No.
You sounded like it sounded like a pregnant possum. He was like, like, what the fuck is that?
So it's been a long time since I watched this, and based on my upbringing, I probably should know. But I don't want to ruffle your feathers, but it's just a thought that just hit me. I was like, oh man, should have quoted something from the Passion of the Christ.
Mm.
Yeah. And I was like, no, just that feels a little too.
You play with that ball of fire all you want, huh?
All right.
Exit, stage left.
Yeah.
I don't get down like that.
Yeah.
You can. You just that's your prerogative. You Bobby Brown. It's your prerogative.
No, like I don't. Yeah, it was one of those fleeting thoughts, and I'm like, oh, get out of there, bad. No.
Yeah, I don't go that route.
Any other good ones out there?
A commercial.
A commercial? Okay.
Remember the Wendy's? Where's the beef? You piece of shit.
Oof. Speaking of commercials, real quick, you see those Chipotle commercials? How like they make it out to be like this great place to work. Go fuck yourself. You're working Chipotle.
Well, I was just fucking clowning. Well, not clowning, but I was just saying that. Dang, this dude took it too far. When they had the black dude in there turning over the chicken, and he was just like, "Look at my chicken glistening." I was like, "This motherfucker said the chicken was glistening. It's fucking chicken." Yeah, like what? He made it seem like it was art in a museum. Like you're getting paid minimum fucking wage and maybe a little bit more than that. And you're that proud of motherfucking fresh food you're cooking? Man, them motherfuckers ain't proud of that shit. The manager of that motherfucker ain't that proud to cook no damn.
No.
The fuck out of here. That's one of them pet peeves or irrational things. When motherfuckers paint a picture as if shit is just so fucking wonderful, and it's not. Like, what picture are you painting? Just the other day, I went in the shop and Save, right? And I was looking for some rubbing alcohol because, I've shaved my thing. And I'm like, I shouldn't be looking for rubbing alcohol in Shop and Save, but I was. And I was just like, I ain't got time to get to the Family Dollar or anything like that. So I'm in there, and I go past the one aisle, and I see Depends and shit. And on the cover of the Depends for the man, the motherfucker sitting there smiling. Like, he got on the Depend, and he's like, I'm like you really smiling putting that bitch on. Anybody that got to put that bitch on is not smiling at all.
Well, consider the alternative.
What are you trying to say? Shit,
they don't have a Depends on. That's all.
But I'm just saying.
No, I get it.
If you get to the point where you got to wear that, you're not smiling, pulling the packaging out. There's no point that a smile comes across your face. You're pissed that you got to put one on.
Well, that being said, I would absolutely take a shit in public. Absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely. Fucking fully.
You said it like it's an adventure, like it's an amusement park ride you want to get on. You want to put a depend on and shit in public.
Here's what I want to do. Here's my dream.
It's in my dream.
Here's my dream. I'll go somewhere. Strike up a conversation. Oh yeah. The political climate. I'm tell you what, man. It's going downhill in this country. Just look them in the face, raise an eyebrow, be like, yeah. And just continue the conversation. Just like, yeah.
Oh, it's almost like toilet talk, like having a full-blown conversation sitting on the toilet.
Yep. But the key is, though, the key is you have to make eye contact as you do it.
You said raise one eyebrow, like
almost like your move, Chuckles. But the key is to make eye contact because you need to make that connection.
Oh man!
So no, everyone's aware you were here for this. You allowed this to happen.
Man, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's a humiliating experience. It's
absolutely no one wants to put on a fucking diaper. Jesus
and they
Christ.
had the man on the fucking cover smiling, man. It was just like, I looked at that shit and I was like, are you sick? Like, because, I mean, of course, people that sit there and say, oh, you're crazy for talking to yourself. Man, I have little conversations with myself all day, every day. Like, what the hell? I don't have nobody else to talk to. So I'm talking to myself. I'm like, do you see this man here smiling, young? I'm like talking to myself and shit like, this dude is fucking ecstatic to have on a depend. Like, really?
I got 3 people here, and I still talk to myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I appreciate me much more than talking to you fucking idiots. I'm all set. I'm gonna conversation with myself here.
Yeah. I did the same thing, at previous. I mean, with my kids and my ex and all. Yeah, it's almost like a not talking to yourself.
You're thinking out loud. You're not having a conversation.
Yes. Like it's not, you're not crazy or anything. It's almost like a reset. It's like, it's a you get yourself right moment, like I don't know how to explain it. People sit there, oh, you can't talk back and all that. Man, I'll talk back. I'll do whatever. I mean, it's like I'm rationalizing with myself.
Look, generally speaking, people that are doing that, they're just having a conversation. They're not having a conversation. They're just thinking out loud because it sometimes makes more sense to like physically hear it, like from an audio standpoint, than just like playing it in your head. So I would do that all the time.
I ain't gonna say it's proven scientifically, but for me, just even going through college, whenever I studied for tests, I would get the material I needed to study and say it out loud. I would ask the question and regurgitate the answer.
Science, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not scientifically proven, bitch. Yes, it is. It's fully scientifically proven. There are
people that I mean, I've heard the whole adage of people say you hear something 3 times or you got to hear it so many times to get it. But yeah, I mean,
no, there's a whole bunch of words.
I actually like if I sit there and look at something on the computer in an email or something like that, I retain more of the information if I take that same email and write the shit down or even print it out. And then if I say it a couple times, then I really got it.
There you go. That's what I was going to say. How many times have you read a text message or read an email and you don't say it You just read it, and you're like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Then you physically say it out loud. You're like, oh, okay, I get it. Because then you can
Yup,
add,
yup. Like you could
tone
be
and all that
reading,
shit to it. Yeah.
like you said, you could be reading a text and you glance at it, you be like, "Oh, what the fuck was he saying?" And then you, like you said, you read it out loud slowly, and then you be like, "Oh, okay."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Especially with
So,
autocorrect. Shit.
yeah.
Because even like when you're actually doing a text or you're doing an email or something like that, sometimes helps to actually say it because your head will. Sometimes it's like your fingers are going slower than your head's going, and then you're saying the sentence in your head. You're not saying it out loud. You're saying it in your head, and then you type it out, and then you're like, "Why the fuck is there 3 that's in a row? What the hell did I do?"
Yep. So,
But
mhm.
yeah, so I don't think we really need to go much further. This is definitely a shorter episode than people are used to, which may be a welcomed experience for folks. Unless you have a draft on board for next week, I figured we can do because I know we mentioned this. Do a board game draft.
Board game or like I remember I said I had I know we did the movie quotes, but I said famous actors and actresses.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Just I mean bodies of work. I mean, the reason why I thought of it, it was just a couple that came to mind. I watched the recent movie and I'm like, man, that dude's been acting a long time.
Okay.
I mean, he's been in movies forever. One person that right off the top, Samuel L. That dude been in so many goddamn movies,
Yeah,
and almost every movie he nails the role. It's like, damn.
he really does. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an idea for the would you rather next week? Because it's not a subject. It's the
Not right now. No.
okay. I didn't know if you
I'll-
had anything on deck or anything. I don't have anything either, but I'm sure something will come to me when I'm
yeah.
having my conversation in the shower with myself.
Same here.
Seriously, honest to God, about 80% of the ideas that come out are
Shower
literally
moment.
from the shower. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that on brownie shower.
Yeah. I
Shower brownie.
mean,
Shower brownie. We was talking about
yeah.
like
I don't know why you can't get that right. Brownie shower is not what you want to be a part of.
he said you don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never been privy, but I feel like just the idea of what that could be is not good. If anything, it nullifies the shower.
oh man, that just made me throw up just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, shower brownie. I gotta get it. yeah, but yeah, shorter episode, but I mean, just as impactful. It's not like we covered.
Yeah, no, we packed everything into a nice little bowl there. There it is.
He said pack it into a bowl. Who about to smoke and shit.
But yeah, I know. I mean, it's one of those things where it didn't need to be elaborated on like crazy. It just was okay, short and concise, and okay with it.
For the very few viewers out there right now, they're probably pissed that we didn't mention a whole bunch of movie quotes. You know how people feel about some of their movies. They're very, very sensitive when they're like, you didn't mention. Yeah, I mean.
Well, that's when they can light up the comments and let us know what we forgot. Because,
Yeah. I mean, I got famous one. You got De Niro in there, but I mean, there's something from Goodfellas or something that we didn't leave out.
Are you sure? Because I feel like that whole movie was just a giant cuss. So.
Goodfellas is legendary, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have got like some kind of like. Should have got like a Disney movie in there. Like, I'm Pocahontas, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that's why I grabbed that Lion King. That's why I was like, we need some kiddie shit that we're
Like
just
a
totally
super
doesn't.
wholesome thing where it's like,
Yeah.
like, I love you, mom, you piece of shit. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Just even thinking about those Italian movies and all of that, the mafia movies.
Yeah.
Best actors, Samuel comes to mind. De Niro comes to mind too. This dude's been acting for fucking ever. Pacino comes to mind.
There you go, Chino. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, one of the greatest actors of all time. Some actresses too. But yeah, we'll taper that for the next time.
Girls can't do anything. Don't pretend like they're good at stuff. We already established that on the last episode.
Would you rather? Yeah, I gotta think of something. I'll get you.
Okay.
Yeah. Worst come to worst, we can keep the would you rather a man or a woman and keep going because there's tons of things that, hey, one could be better than the other, one could be the same. But you don't want to just keep doubling the same episode.
Yeah, yeah. But I get what you're saying though, because I mean, and that can absolutely be a revisited, down the road one.
Yeah, not so quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get it together.
Yeah. All right. Well, this episode is sponsored by an ink pen. Oh, actually, okay, real quick. Why did I stop calling it fucking ink pen? It's a pen. It's a pen. It's a fucking pen. It's not an ink pen. It's a fucking pen. There's no other pens. It's a fucking pen. You don't need to say ink pen.
So that's an irrational thing to.
Oh my god! I will stab you in the eye with a fucking ink pen. How about that?
So you saying what can a pen have in it besides ink?
Listen, thank you. It's like when people are like, "Oh, you stupid idiot." I'm like, "You fucking idiot. You're the idiot face, stupid."
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of words in the English language that's like that, where it's like almost a double. It's almost a double redundancy. It's like,
yeah,
I can't think of one right offhand, but yeah, ink pen. People say it all the time.
I'm gonna go drive my 4-wheel car. Are you? Or is that what you're gonna fucking do? Okay.
Yeah. People do it all the time.
Eat my edible food. Like, oh, get the fuck away from me. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know what that. I just hear that and it makes my eye twitch. I
honestly got to say, I never thought of ink pen, and I say it all the time too. So yeah, whatever.
It makes me have like a mini stroke, and I don't know when people started it, but people started it and didn't fucking let it go. They just kept going with it. It is beyond me.
An ink pen, yeah. Dang, I never.
Right? Thank you. God, I think I'm changing the world here. It's beautiful.
I never even thought of that one, but yeah, but I definitely know there's definitely double redundant words that's not necessary that people say in the English language all the time.
Yeah, it's weird. Like people say like soda pop. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, I'm a big soda. I say soda. I don't.
No. People, I've heard people say, "I'm gonna get me a soda pop."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, Pittsburgh. I know that around here people just say pop. Go give me a pop. And I didn't even realize that was a Pittsburgh thing until I went to college. And a lot of the Philadelphia and the DC area people were making fun. It was just like, that's some Pittsburgh shit. And I was just like, huh?
Well, bitch, that's where we're at. So.
Yeah. No, I was just shocked. Like, I thought everybody said pop, and it was like, nope, we call it soda. And I was just like, oh, shit. But yeah. Well, but yeah, we'll have nice, good show to talk about next week. I'm gonna think of something. Would you
Yeah.
rather?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get a cigarette and light it with my fire later.
Damn, why can't I think of one, man? It's one that just drives me crazy when people say it, and I just can't remember it. But it's a double redundancy. It's like what other, like you said, what else is going in a pen besides ink? So why do you call it ink pen? Yeah.
And I don't know when and why it started, but it is here to stay for some reason, and I don't get it. I don't know. And it's such a dumb thing to be irritated by, but it's just like I need to know why are you saying that? Because it's an ink pen. Yeah, I got that. You know what else is an ink pen? A fucking pen.
You got a sports fan that be like, oh, it's a penguin or some shit like that. You know, they call them the pens.
Oh Christ.
That's the only pen I know that ain't an ink pen. Yeah. Or no, a playpen. Bullpen. So I guess you gotta say ink pen now.
No,
Think
you
about
don't. Oh, I'm gonna go write a paper with my bullpen. The fuck? No.
It's a different type of pen.
Goodbye.
He's like, man, don't try to fuck my point.
Right.
Ooh, hey, I'm being devil's advocate. All right.
Well,
yeah, hopefully I got my setup next week. Good to
yep.
go. Yep. Appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, bye.
Deuce.